Hey, how you doing, everyone? And of course, welcome back to another very special episode of X Talking Ish with my brother from another mother, Ishmael.
Ish, what up? What up?
As always, make sure y'all please like and share this broadcast if you are checking out on Facebook. If you are on Twitter, please make sure you watch this broadcast on X underscore Williams 81. And also, if you are on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, X Talking Ish, and please make sure you hit that notification bell.
Ding.
Thank you, Ish. Thank you, Ish, for that.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty then. Of course, y'all saw the title. Usually every Tuesday we come in and let y'all know, of course, about some football topic throughout the week or throughout the month, whatever it is, or whatever we have coming up. This is a down week for football, besides, of course, the most recent schedule release. So we decided to go ahead and bring on a former athlete, a former Langham Creek Lobo, and a very special member of the Cypress community out here doing great things in this Cypress streets, Miss Danai. Miss Danai Strother of D1 Nutrition.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I really do. It's an honor to be here.
Now, we definitely appreciate you and taking your time out to join X Talking Ish. First things first, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right today. I can't complain. I'm in my shop. I'm hanging out. I'm chilling. I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, I can't complain.
All right, we love to hear it. Let's go ahead and get straight into the nitty gritty. Miss Danai, let the people know who you are. Let them know where you come from and let them know how you got your start with D1 Nutrition.
All right, cool. So I was just a young girl. I went to Langham Creek High School. I went to school with these two gentlemen here. I'm class of 2010 stand up, best year ever, no disrespect. And I was an athlete there. I was a track athlete. I did not go D1. I didn't even play in college. I actually quit during my high school year, but sports has always been something like near and dear to my heart, if you will. So like when I went off to college, guys, I actually gained a whole lot of weight. I had got married really young as well. So your girl was just eating like a fatty, you feel me? And like Chick-fil-A, cookies and cream, ice cream, like all the time, okay? So I had an opportunity to like jump on this like challenge and I lost a lot of weight in 3 days. After that, they put me on a 21-day challenge. And then after that, I just kept going. So in total, y'all, I lost over 50 pounds, okay? And I'm like, yo, like whatever this meal plan is, I need to stick with this like for forever. So then after that, I actually became a health coach. And then I was granted an opportunity to open up a nutrition shop. So a lot of people were like, okay, so did you study nutrition? Did you study health? Did you study, like, what did you do? So like in college, guys, my first degree is in communications. And my second degree is a master's in business. So no nutrition at all. I literally learned nutrition through my journey of weight loss. Like I said, I'm a former athlete and it was like, when we were in high school, we really didn't like eat well. Like it was eating hot Cheetos, eating hot fries, like things like that.
Cheeseburgers.
Right. Walking across to get the 39-cent cheeseburgers on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Like we right here. You feel me? But it's as I'm growing older, I'm realizing how fundamental nutrition is in sports performance. You feel me? Whenever you eat well, you perform well. You perform at a peak. And even think about it, like if you were about to prepare for a game or meat or anything of that nature, if you did eat the salad that day or you did bring your gallon of water and you consume what you needed to eat, you did perform better and you had that poop that you needed to have right before the game. I'm just being real. Can we be real today?
We can be real. We can always be real. That's what X Talking Ish is about.
On here.
Right. So when you eat right, like you perform better. So this triggered another passion of mine as far as going into the nutrition business, because my day job, I'm a professor and teacher. Okay. I'm a teacher at a high school and I'm a professor at 2 other institutions. So this nutrition thing kind of came from my weight loss journey, and don't tell nobody. I might do this full time real soon. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's part time. I'm here usually in the evenings. I have my business mentor is usually here during the day. But I am looking to go full time really soon. But this Nutrition Shop is giving me a platform to give back to the Cypress community, just like how you guys are. So right now I'm sponsoring Size Springs Athletic Booster Club. I reached out to them. I was able to sponsor them and help them give out scholarships recently. And then I also was able to give back to Langham Creek High School. I reached out to their athletic booster club. I reached out to Coach Stewart, who has been a basketball coach there for a long time now, and she's still there. And they have a strength and conditioning camp coming up, and they have a basketball camp coming up. And I said, hey, send me the bill. I got you. And so we worked that out. And then there's a young lady who is a star basketball player over there. I believe she's a freshman right now, and she's already on varsity, guys. I mean, averaging 40 points a game. She's elite. Like, I can see the girl going pro. Like,
what you're saying is we need to show up to some Langham Creek women games because it's on it.
I'm trying to tell you, she's somebody to definitely look out for. But anyway, so we're sponsoring her, and she's in AAU as well. And so I definitely wanted to sponsor her and help her out and give her the things that she needs as far as resources to be successful. And I have to worry about the strengths of all the costs that comes along with AAU and like playing in a league in high school. But anywho, so the Nutrition Shop is giving me that platform to be able to reach out to the community and to do those things that I wanted to do where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Literally right next door to Langham Creek High School. So that's pretty dope. I know you had asked, or at least told me to mention maybe what were some of the challenges of opening up this place.
Yeah, go ahead and speak a little bit about that.
Okay, so one of the challenges I would say was I knew I had to get like permits and things, but I didn't know that could possibly heavily delay my grand opening. So we opened up back in September, but I was trying to project for like more so August, but it literally pushed me back because permits delay things, inspections delay things. The internet was delayed because this building is an older building, and like running the wires, like it wasn't like, at home, you just get your little Wi-Fi box and you're okay. No, they had to like run wires, then that had to be reported to the city. City had to come out and approve it. I'm like, look, I just need Wi-Fi. That's all I need. I didn't know they had to do all of that. They had to like run it, little orange things, little flags down and marking up stuff. I'm like, dude, if you've ever lived in an apartment, like you just call Wi-Fi people, they set up the Wi-Fi and they send you a box.
Yeah, it's actually funny you say that because I used to run network lines in college for the college, and that's when I would like what really opened my eyes to how much goes into actually setting up some of the older buildings with Wi-Fi. Like you said, you got to go run the wires in, and you got to get approval for it, and then you got to document like where wires are running. Like it's just a whole nightmare. So I can understand how when you're about to establish a business and you're trying to get that set up, how that could just really, really delay your process.
It did because that affected my POS system, what I'm saying? My point of sale system of like cash and card and things like that. Literally, we were running off of hotspots for a minute. Real ghetto. That's just real ghetto. Because, look, I got to collect the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I didn't have a sustainable line. And then like my shop, the vision that I had for my shop back in 2018, like I literally journaled it out, wrote it out, drew it out. I wanted it to be more of a sportier looking bar. And so like I wanted to have my TVs up, have ESPN on, Sports Center. I wanted to have that up. But then if I couldn't have that, then I couldn't get my Fire Stick to connect. Then I couldn't use my ESPN Plus account. Then I was like, oh my God, I need internet. I didn't realize the importance of the internet in the shop until I got in the shop, and I was like, and they told me, oh yeah, it's gonna take a while because there's a build out. I said, sir, it's not a build out. I just need you to run the wire. Just run the wire. That's all I need you to do. That's all I need.
So what you're saying is everything that you're going through is what a first time business owner is supposed to go through. The good and the bad and the ugly, right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, we got Wi-Fi now. we got Wi-Fi now. I can process
it all worked out
payment.
in the end, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever payment you got, I can take it now. But one thing I did want to also highlight that I forgot to mention was a lot of people ask me, why did you name it D1 Nutrition? Like, why D1, right? So, when you're an athlete, especially in high school, some younger athletes don't really understand the terminology D1 or Division One as of yet until they get in high school and they got recruiters coming out and scouts coming out, right? So the reason why I chose D1 was because D1 usually is the best, right? And so I feel like I got the best nutrition at my shop, right? And so D1 meant the best. However, that also coincided with me being an educator and a teacher and professor. I wanted to be an advocate for education and show these kids like you can go to school if you want to go to school. You know what I'm saying? So if you come into my shop, it's almost giving a presence of college when you come in, because I have all these D1 schools on my wall. And so I wanted to have that be a place where people can see college, like have access to college. And the things that I'm working on right now is I had been in conversation with SAT preps, ACT prep organizations that could possibly, once COVID kind of calms down, they can come in my shop maybe once throughout the week and do SAT classes. You know what I'm saying? Inside my shop. And maybe it'd be a program where they get a shake, they come out of school, they get a shake and a tea, and then they can get their workshop with the SAT or ACT tutor. Because a lot of times these athletes, they got the performance, they have the talent, but their scores are not where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? The recruiter wants them. You know what I'm saying? But they're academically, they're a little bit behind. And so they need a little extra boost. So like I said, I'm using this nutrition shop literally as a foundation to just be an advocate for multiple things other than just eating well.
Yeah, I mean, I love what you just said about, setting up the prep courses and everything for the students, because like you said, academics is a big part of recruitment. A lot of people don't understand when you're getting recruited. There are a lot of coaches that want players and they end up not being able to take a player because your grades aren't the right place or your test scores aren't the right place. And it is very important that you have that academic piece done. You understand, what credits are and how that transfers to whatever institution you're looking to apply to and stuff like that. Like that is a very important piece. And, I love that you are helping out with that you're focusing some of your efforts on that, because I do feel like, growing up in this area and being an athlete who was blessed enough to be able to go play college football. That's one of the things that I wish we would have had in this area coming up. We didn't have a lot of people out here telling us, this is what you need as far as outside of just the field. Off the field, you need to have this set up and ready to go. You need to understand how this works. And the fact that you're doing that, I mean, my hat's off to you. That is amazing. Definitely something that's needed in the area. And we will definitely, I know X and I will definitely try to help out as much as we can and, help support in that, because that's something that's near and dear to our heart as well.
Now, before we move forward, Danai, can you please let the people know where D1 Nutrition is located?
Okay, guys. So we're literally adjacent or right next to Langham Creek High School, near the Coles, and we're also right near the LA Fitness. And if you wanted to go off of streets, we're at the cross intersection of 529 and Barker Cypress, or right next to the McDonald's. Those are the few
major landmarks,
right? Landmarks that you can kind of go off of. So the McDonald's, the Coles, the LA Fitness, and Langham. And even the cleaners are right next to the cleaners. We share one building with the cleaners, and the cleaners is on the right side of us. So if you've been in the Cypress area, you've been to Langham, you won't miss it if you just look. You just gotta look though, for sure.
For the people that used to go to Langham or know the Langham area, is where the smoke shop used to be at in that little corridor.
Exactly.
She took over that smoke shop. You gotta replace it with something good, right?
There you go.
I like it. Yeah.
It used to be
I don't
a
even
smoke
remember
shop.
the smoke shop.
Cause you wasn't passing by. That's what it's about, right?
You must not have been looking when you was going to the.
You was getting them 39-cent cheeseburgers.
Day. Walk right by.
For real.
You was too hungry. You was trying to get to the McDonald's.
Man, I was way too hungry for that. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was just thinking about them cheeseburgers the whole time.
I know it. That's okay.
Now that's the thing. Now, like we're just talking about, just this a little over 12 years ago when we were in high school, and our nutrition was, like we talked about in the lunchroom, was chili cheese rolls, hot chili cheese, hot Cheeto pie,
All that.
chicken sandwiches. All these are normal
All that.
items at the lunchroom.
Oh yeah.
You're laughing, but
Cookies.
I'm right. Yeah.
Hey,
So
some I'm not even gonna lie. Some lunches I just bought $1
nothing
worth
but
of cookies.
four cookies, right? 25 cents each. I know. I was right there at the lunch table with you. The point that I'm getting at is, as we've seen over the last 5 to 10 years with Langham, they have changed their menu, their lunch menu, and also the vending machines for what they serve their students now. And with you implementing D1 nutrition right next to Langham, that should help Langham athletes compete with other Cypress schools in the district as well too. Because, and again, we know we've been in this area for a long time now. Cy Fair and Cy Falls, the things that they have around them are a little bit different to compare to Langham Creek.
Right.
So they have booster, and they have their own booster club. They have their own alumni that actually gives back. For some reason, Langham Creek people, they graduate and get up out of here. They don't want to do nothing back and give back as much as they say that they care, or they actually do care. But it just don't seem like they actually put their money where their mouth is. You're doing that, and we appreciate that you're doing that. And that will lead to my follow-up question is, what advice would you give somebody wanting to start their own business, either nutrition or whatever it is, either a podcast like we're doing?
So whenever you're starting up anything new, I advise people to go ahead and get a mentor and be coachable, just like in sports. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some things are going to be hard. It's kind of like when you're training a new muscle, it's sore. You're going to hit those sore spots where you don't really understand why it's even hurting. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to go through some stuff, but you need a coach or a mentor that's already successfully done with what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't have people coach you. They ain't never did what you're trying to do. It's the blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? For example, I have an awesome business mentor. His name is Angel Sanabria. And with Angel has opened up several nutrition shops before, him and his family. And so when I posed the idea to him of what I was looking to do and the model that I was trying to have for my particular nutrition shop, he was like, okay, let's do it. You need to have this X amount of money. You need to have this. You need to have that. I mean, gave me the full rundown. I don't even know. I don't think I would know where to even start if it wasn't for him, to be honest, because D1 Nutrition it started all with a table. I was a table inside of a gym, a table a year ago, and now I have the brick and mortar. So anybody who's looking to do it, like, it's definitely possible to take on a business and let it be successful, because like I said, I was inside of Coral Raw Fitness, and Corey Mackey is actually the owner of that gym, and it's on the southwest side of Houston. He allowed me the opportunity to rent some space and just to have my table set up at boot camp to give people little pre-workout teas and recovery shakes and things of that nature. And then COVID hit. And then I was like, oh yeah, I should open a brick and mortar in the middle of COVID. Let me do that, right? and it actually worked out because we're essential. We're food, we're health, you know what I'm saying? So it ended up working out in my favor. I was literally so shocked to see how many people came to support me from my alma mater, Langham, of course, and Lamar University, and even PV for my master's. All these people who knew me from school that came out to support. It literally brought tears to my eyes to see. I don't know if they were being supportive or they was being nosy. Either way, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So they saw me on social media and they pulled up during the grand opening. So just to go back to your question, if anybody's looking to start a podcast or start something or start a business, or write a book, start a conference, talk to somebody who has done it. Some people are stingy on their knowledge, but there's some people that just want to see everybody win. In my industry of nutrition and health and wellness, there's so much for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? So don't be stingy. just share the wealth.
Share the wealth, and you'd be surprised the wealth that comes back to you, right?
I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You put good out, you get good back.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about that. All right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the very special Battle of the Classes that you have coming up on Sunday.
Yes. Okay, so cool. So guys, since I'm class of 2010, last year in 2020, we were supposed to have a reunion. Like, we had it all planned out and everything. People were supposed to pay their dues or whatever. Well, COVID happened and COVID said no. So 2020, class of 2010 reunion canceled. So I was like, how can I use my platform again to give back? What can I do? And then I was like, okay, I could do a class of 2010, like mini reunion, because I didn't want to step on the people's toes who already kind of like had a whole board team to like create the actual reunion. I said, I just wanted to kind of do like a meetup type of thing. But then it came to me like, you know how many other people are not going to have their reunions also because of COVID, or other people who just want to see each other? I was like, nah, I'm going to make this Cypher ISD wide. I said, nah, I'm going to make this class wide. Like, I'm not going to tell anybody they can't come. So if you graduate in 04, pull up. You graduate in 15, pull up. 10, 11, whatever, pull up. So it's a Cypher ISD alumni reunion, no matter what class you graduated. And then it's a 2-part reunion. So the first portion is going to be at Langham Creek High School. It's going to be a field day, right? I'm talking like tug of war, sack races, relays, the egg on the spoon, 3-legged race, kind of like where kids, we get to go outside again. You know what I'm saying? We've all been inside because of COVID for a while. It's okay to just kind of get away and be a kid again, be an athlete again, or just be active again. So I want to do that. And then after, the second portion will be at my shop, which is literally right next door. I'll have people park out by the Kohl's. There's like a little mini median between Kohl's and my shop. People can park along there and then walk over that little median and then come over to the shop. So at the shop, I'm looking to have a DJ, a tent. I'm going to have cards out, dominoes out. I'm going to have the UFC replay from last weekend at the Toyota Center. I'll have that replaying on. We'll put on ESPN. We'll put on a movie, whatever y'all want. It's literally a vibe for the Cypress community and Cypress alumni. However, I can assist. And also, of course, the food. We're going to have chicken and waffles there for the people who paid. So there's three packages. It's $20 to participate in the field games, right? It's $40 for the field game, and you get a custom shirt. So if you went to Langham, you'll have Battle of the Classes, and you'll have a logo, and you'll have your number on the back, as far as your class. If you went to Side Springs, you'll have a Panther, Battle of the Classes, and whatever class is on the back. And then if you get the last package, you get the shirt, you get to participate, and you get the chicken and waffles as well, and your drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. I do encourage people to also bring lawn chairs if you want. I'll be having tables and I'll rent chairs as well. But if you want to bring your own lawn chair and just kind of post up, that's fine. A lot of people are concerned about the weather just because we've been getting a lot of rain lately. But no worries. I have backup plans for that. So the original idea is to go on that field right in front of Langham. We call it Lake Lobo. It's like a big ditch, bayou type thing. If that is filled with water, or if it's too damp, or there's mosquitoes and things like that, the next plan is to go to the track, the Langham track, but I have to make sure that the gate is actually open. But that's the next plan. If that doesn't work, we'll go to Kayla. Kayla is like the closest middle school in the area. We'll go to Kayla, and there's also a field over there. And then if that doesn't work, I have space behind my shop, and we can set up the field events there. The only thing is, it's concrete. We're a little old. Some of us are, 29 and up, especially the 05, 04 people. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't want to be doing the sack races and you guys skin your knee and then you fall out. D1 nutrition is not liable for you hurting yourself. So I prefer to, be on the field so it can kind of be a little soft fall, if anybody does fall. But I do have backup plans. I don't want the weather to take away from us actually coming together, coming and becoming united and fellowshipping. Also, I do want to recognize any of the people that might have passed throughout the years. As many know, especially 09 and 10 people from Langham mostly and Side Springs, they might have known Eddie Clark. Eddie Clark was a good friend of many of us, and He passed recently, and we want to honor him and honor other people who have passed away. I know Alex also passed away, I believe our sophomore year, due to a truck accident. And I just want to do a balloon release in respects to them, and say a prayer, and then just enjoy one another and give everybody their flowers while they're here. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something I want to do at the Battle of the Classes.
And we definitely respect that and appreciate you for doing that, because like you said, unfortunately, like what happened with Eddie just a couple of days ago. Eddie isn't the only class member that has passed away over the years of us getting out of high school or while in high school as well. So, we definitely appreciate you for making sure that the fallen are definitely getting recognized, and also the people that are still here are getting their flowers before they are not here anymore. So we definitely appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Before we get up out of here, though, if you don't mind, can you definitely let the listeners know where they can connect with you besides the brick and mortar store, but also on social media pages?
Awesome. Okay, so the Instagram is D1 Nutrition TX. So the letter D. Wait, it's this one. D. Wait, there we go. D1, and then Nutrition, and then TX. And that's how you can find us on Instagram. And then if you want to follow my personal page, it's kind of long, so bear with me. It's Get Fit with Herbal, like HERBAL DEE. Get Fit with Herbal D. And that's my personal page. And then once again, the business page is D1 Nutrition TX. And that's how you can find us. You can see all our specials. You can see what we serve. You can see about the different events. Like this Memorial Day, we're going to have cool prizes given out. We're going to have different combos, specials, things like that during Memorial Day weekend. And guys, if you come on a Saturday, it's like a little lounge. It changes. And on certain days, it's like a whole lounge. We have a whole vibe here. Literally on the door, it says Shake, Tea, and Vibes. We have real life conversations. It's just really cool and laid back. I literally put on a show because I am a character. So be prepared to get entertained. I cut up a little bit, especially when I'm controlling the Bluetooth and the aux. So yeah, come and visit us and come and check us out.
Well, we definitely appreciate you for taking your time out of your day to be able to join X Talking Ish. And do not worry, everybody that is tuning in. We will definitely put the links to her store and her shop, and also, of course, the brick and mortar, and also, of course, the social media pages in the description on our YouTube pages and also on Facebook. So you can definitely be able to click that link and get in touch with Miss D, owner of D1 Nutrition. Ish, before we get up out of here, is there anything you like to ask Miss D or say?
No, we covered it all. Thank you so much for being on. Like we said, we really appreciate you taking out the time. We appreciate all that you're doing for the community. Like she was saying before, man, if you are an athlete that is in the district and you want nutrition help, or you want help maybe with another resource, definitely make sure you reach out. The connections and connecting and networking with the people that have already gone through the district, been able to go to school, or made it out to play sports, definitely network with those people. A lot of us are out here, we're willing to help out. We want to see you guys be successful and do the things you need to do. And like she is doing right now, she's showing you, and you're hearing it from her, the things she's doing in this community. Man, just network with us. We are here for you. Make sure you go to the event. If you already graduated, class of 09, don't disappoint. I want to see y'all out there, because we all know 09 is the best class.
Yes, sir.
Hands down. We
go to playoffs around here.
No more powder puff because
of us. We shut it down, baby.
It is what it is.
Let them know ish. Let them know.
They
be forgetting it. Be so long ago. They be forgetting this.
I know it's been a long time, but we got to remind y'all here and there. So if you're not 09, make sure you go out there so 09 can teach you a thing or two, and then maybe you'll have some chicken and waffles, and we'll be friends. We'll be friends after that.
We'll get some chicken and waffles, some tea, and we'll have a nice lounging time. I'm sorry, nice vibing time at the lounge of D1 Nutrition.
Well, we might not be vibing if you on the bones table. We might not be vibing because
Lord, y'all cutting up
quick
now.
25 on y'all, boy. Hot 25.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on and popping. I can't wait for that.
One more thing I got to tell you guys.
Of
Okay,
course.
so I do sponsor athletes. So if you see an exceptional athlete who needs sponsorship usually consists of, me taking care of some things, some expenses. There is a contract. But if you do know any athletes who are like in AAU,
well, I can interrupt and say, well, we do know Ish's cousin is on the up and up. So I'm gonna throw that out there right now. So Ish, go ahead and get connected. So there you go.
I would love that information. Send it through, and maybe we can see how we can assist. But there's that, and also lastly, on Thursdays I usually have D1 Live at 5. I do this mainly for my high school followers. A lot of times Lately, I've interviewed like a former NFL player. I've interviewed D1 coaches. I've interviewed JUCO coaches. And tomorrow I'm interviewing, I believe he's the offensive coordinator at Kilgore College. I'm interviewing him tomorrow. They recently just had won one of the championships for JUCO in their area. And so I wanted to interview him and just kind of see what do they look for when they're recruiting. So that's generally where my questions are at. And so I encourage the kids to watch so they can kind of see what's good and see what are they looking for and whenever they're scouting and they're recruiting. So D1 Live at 5. Sponsorships are still open. I may take one more person. Right now I'm sponsoring, Side Springs and Langham, but like as far as an individualized person, I would actually be interested in sponsoring a male because I already have a female right now. I maybe have one more up. But I got to interview them, see where their head is at and everything. But I would love to extend that opportunity to one lucky gentleman.
Well, you heard it here. Like you're good. You heard it here on X Talking Ish live at 5 with Miss D. We said it's tomorrow, right? On your Instagram?
Yeah, live at 5.
Tomorrow.
I know what time it is. I want to know the day. I just want to make sure.
Thursday.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Thursday.
All right. Thursday live at 5. D1 Nutrition's Instagram. Go ahead, check that out. And like we said before, we do appreciate you for taking your time out of your day to be able to join us on X Talking Ish. Of course. And as always, next Tuesday, we will be back on X Talking Ish. Again, we usually, of course, are on Tuesday. Sometimes we might have to push it to Wednesday, but we'll be back on Tuesday. Same time, 9 p.m. On Tuesday. And if there's any other changes in the schedule, of course, let y'all know on our social media pages.
Make sure you're following the pages.
Yes, sir. On Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Alrighty then. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a great rest of your day. X Talking Ish.
All right. Bye, guys.